We're here with John Dalli for an interview with New Europe newspaper. Yesterday, the European Commission issued a press release making reference to an Olaf investigation report. To our understanding, the official regulations require that you be given the opportunity to comment before the final report is released. Was this procedure followed?
No, it was not followed at all. I was read a covering letter of a report by the President in our discussion. And he also stated that the report was confidential.
Have you received this full report yet?
I have not yet, as of today, received this report.
The Commission says they received the report on October 15th, and this is one day before the press release was issued. Did you meet with the President during the past 2 days?
I met with the President yesterday. He read to me the covering letter, which included the conclusions of the report, which I refuted completely. Again, it should be noted that the report stated that there is no proof at all that I was involved in any misdeeds. It was also stated that the process of decision in the Commission was not at all jeopardized, and it couldn't have been because there was no influence whatsoever, and that no money passed between the people from the snooze company and this person that were investigating as well. But they said there is some circumstantial evidence that on which they conclude that I was aware of what was happening. This I refuted categorically.
Just backtracking a little bit on the details. When did President Barroso arrange this meeting with you?
I was informed about this meeting on last Thursday.
Okay. Did President Barroso ask for your resignation during this meeting?
I was asked for my resignation.
Would you suggest that the tobacco lobby is implicated in this report, in this matter?
Listen, the company making the allegations and filing the complaint is part of the tobacco lobby. We'll start from there. It must also be said that we are working on the new Tobacco Directive, which will be making it much more stringent for tobacco companies to attack, especially the young people, to smoke, and with which we are going to strengthen our regulations in Europe. Now, this directive has been worked on for many months, and we finalized the concepts of the directive at the end of February of this year. Now, it should be noted that from information I received recently, the dealings that started between the tobacco lobby and this individual were in March. So it was after I had concluded my direction of policy to Sanco. After this conclusion, Sanco sent the impact assessment to the Impact Assessment Board, and we had to go pass through twice the test of this impact assessment because it was not easy. But we passed 2 impact assessments, and we were scheduled to launch what is called the inter-service on this directive in August. This was stopped by a letter from the Secretary General and the Legal Services, and it was postponed for further discussion.
On what grounds did they postpone?
Because they said that they needed further discussion. It was again due to be launched early this month, and again it was postponed. The next date for the launch was set to next Monday. Now I'm not there, and the probability is that the directive is in suspended animation. And if this is so, then it's going to mean that there will be no such directive during this commission.
You said that you finished your dealings with the Tobacco Directive in February and then forwarded them for approval. When did the dealings take place that are referenced in the Olaf report?
Well, as I said before, the dealings seem to have taken place in March. In fact, I have an email here that has been sent by a certain Inge Delfos, who is a Secretary General of ESTOC, which is the organization that represents...
The European Smokeless Tobacco Council.
Smokeless Tobacco Council, snus and all the others. And this was sent to this Silvio Zammit, who is implicated in these dealings, and she says, "Hi Silvio, there are some bad rumors flying around Brussels. Could you let me know whether it would be possible to have an informal meeting with Dalli in Brussels, and how much you would charge for that?" So this shows that these people were offering to bribe Mr. Zammit to arrange a meeting with me. And this is something that Mr. Zammit, I can vouch, never communicated to me. He never asked me for any meeting with these people.
Okay. What exactly does this directive look at? What will be the impact to the consumer and to the industry?
This directive basically looks at making cigarettes less attractive. And we specify regulation on the package itself without going to the plain packaging that many people are talking about, but specifying that 75% of the packet, front and back, should be dedicated to pictorials that show the damage done by tobacco. We were also proposing regulation on flavorings of tobacco, which make the tobacco attractive, the vanilla flavor, the strawberry flavor, the chocolate flavor, which are attracting a lot of young women to smoke. And a piece of statistics that we have, which is interesting, is while we're seeing the percentage of smokers in general decrease in Europe, but in the sector of young females, it is increasing. And this is a very worrying indication indeed. So, and then we will be making much more certainty in the non-tobacco products by making regulation of how new tobacco products that are smokeless can come to the market, and also on how to regulate these what are called electronic cigarettes, okay, by limiting the nicotine content of the cartridges that they should contain.
Obviously, you're kind of seem to be taking a lot like steps at a wide range of the industry. You mentioned smokeless flavoured stuff. Mm-hmm. Who then do you think, in your opinion, would sort of have the most to gain? You said that the legislation is in suspended animation. Who gains from you not being here now?
No, again, the fact that this directive will not see the light of day is a big gain to the tobacco industry. Surely the European citizens is not gaining from this. We have every year 700 people dying from tobacco and 2 million people getting a chronic disease due to smoking.
In your statement, you said you'll continue to work on this very important piece of legislation. What are your plans for further action now?
Now, I will continue to work with my colleagues in college and also with people who are very like-minded in Parliament and health ministers in the various member states. I know that many are for strengthening the regulations on tobacco, and I will make them aware that it will be a pity if all the work that has been done will go to waste.
Thank you very much.